going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from Flight Sim Gaming. Hello, hello, Eric. Welcome, welcome. Today we're doing a flight with Air Canada on the Fenix A320 operating service from Calgary over to Vancouver. It's a real flight flown in the Airbus. I think flight time's about an hour and 9 minutes. Should be pretty good along the way. Clear skies here. We are down in the ground, and we are doing a return leg as well. So, two short flights, relatively. This morning, I kind of got myself set up a little bit for the World Tour. So we did our first leg this morning from Toronto over to Halifax, which is pretty good. Mr. Sam Guilford, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by as well. So that's going off pretty well. And then, sometime over the weekend, I'll, I guess, finish the rest of the videos for the week. And that's kind of what we got planned. But anyways, nice landing in Halifax, too. So I should be warmed up for this flight. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Mr. Sam Guilford. Yeah. Anyways, no webcam for me today. I'm feeling a little bit scruffy, I must say. My barber he's back now. He went to Istanbul. He's back, so I got an appointment for tomorrow. Don't look super appropriate for stream. That's why I'm not showing the cam. Obviously, Tuesday, we canceled Tuesday's flight. Had a surprise sort of scare, I guess, with my chest. I had no idea what the hell was going on, man. For all the men out there, if you're even women, I don't think heart attacks and things like that really fall for women mainly, but I'm pretty sure it's more dominant in men. I guess it can happen to everybody, but whenever you got pain in your chest, you cannot take the risk, go to the fucking hospital. And, I was a little bit stubborn. I didn't want to go because I wasn't, as a man, you don't want to go to the hospital. You want to kind of just tough things out, you know what I mean? But back in 2021, we actually had a salesman at the dealership who complained about his chest in the morning time. His name was Loy Fernandez from Dubai. And he ended up dying on the showroom floor and from a heart attack. So, can't take the risk, you know what I mean? Fortunately, it's not heart-related. It's actually my sternum. I don't know what the frick I did to it. It's still sore. I don't know. It's like the bone is sore, No idea what's going on. I'm good, though. I must have hurt myself while working. Not sure. Does Air Canada have many 320 domestic flights, or is it more to the U.S.? Yes, so I know they operate this route. I'm pretty sure they go to Winnipeg as well. And you'll see some A320s, in Toronto, which will do service, I think, to maybe Montreal and Ottawa. Rouge will operate their Airbuses to Caribbean destinations. And I believe to Vegas and maybe Los Angeles, but they also are currently flying from Vancouver to Whitehorse in the 320 as well, which we've done that flight many times. I didn't want to really do that one, but they're operating that one currently as well. And like I said, over to Winnipeg, and I think Toronto to Winnipeg as well. So not many, eventually Rouge is going to be getting rid of, I guess, their Airbus family, and they're moving over to the Maxes, and Air Canada, the mainline Air Canada is going to be giving all their Maxes to Rouge, and then Air Canada, the mainline, is going to take all the Airbuses, so they're going to have an all-Airbus fleet. And then, a lot of more A321s, I think, flying domestically than the 320s. But anyway, ladies and gents, let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this aircraft all loaded up. I'm going to put the sounds up here a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. Come over to GSX, and I'm going to request boarding. Lovely. Lovely. We are at gate, I'm not sure. My flight's import from Simbrief, beautiful, mass and balance, 174 passengers, 2,600 kilograms of cargo, and about 6K of fuel. We'll load that up instantly. Lovely. And we are on Vatsim, and there's no ATC online. It's early morning in Western Canada. Don't expect any ATC generally out here until late afternoon local time. That's also good. I have Montreal, but maybe I should buy some more Canadian airports. Yeah, I mean, there's not much good payware. Flight Sim Studios, for the most part, has... I think they got almost all the major airports out here. But we're missing... we got Sim Add-ons, who also does Canada as well. Has some pretty decent ones for a relatively good price. Sim Add-ons, I think they're based out of... I think Switzerland. But they do all Canadian airports, which is kind of strange. And they're not bad scenery. You guys see me from time to time flying some of their airports. But they got St. John's, Newfoundland. They got, Thunder Bay, just to add a few more destinations. I think they also have Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, which kind of a bummer that scenery is not developed by one of the big timers yet, because it is such a beautiful place to go to. We'll send all of this off. Beautiful. By the way, we're cruising up to 36,000 feet today. We're planning to depart off of runway 35 right. We are going to be on the Calgary 8 departure. Plug that in Vancouver. Currently, I think they're landing on 26 left. I'm just going to pull up good old flight radar. Only an hour flight, so I'm just going to plug all this stuff in anyway. And it looks like they are landing on 26 left. I lied. Maybe 26. They're landing on 26 right. They're departing 26 right, so we'll take 26 left for now. That's fine. ILS 26 left, and we are going to be on the Canuck 5 with the booth transition. There's no trans there. Beautiful. Come over to the perf tab here. Let's get our performance numbers in. 35 right, it's dry. We'll load up everything. We'll sync everything. We'll calculate. 46, 46, 47. Flaps 1, trims down 0.6. Let's send that off. All of that's there. Fantastic. I got to find the CTAF in Calgary. 18.4. is plugged and set. We'll squawk 2 just because, not much ATC online. The altimeter is 29885. And if I look at my charts here, climb and maintain 7. Fantastic. And for the most part, pretty much set up here. Aircraft is very, very easy to set up. Very, very easy to set up. Beautiful. Aaron, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome, welcome. Open up Navigraph here. Have a look at our departure. So we are on the Calgary 8. And we're departing 35 right. Pretty much runway heading. And then vectors to our first waypoint. The winds are 300 at 20, gusting 26. Freaking windy as hell out here. A few clouds at 9,000 and 25,000 feet. It's a warm 12 degrees in Calgary. Believe it or not, it's warm. I'm going to say right now, it's a nice positive 1 degrees. Good old Toronto. Good stuff, good stuff. Looks like all the cargo is all set here. So we'll come down here and we'll come over to the Phoenix tab, ground services. Bam, bam. Get those guys closed up. Beautiful. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Should have done this flight a little while back. I think I had this flight originally planned for Tuesday. Got pushed yesterday. Kind of last minute, kid's mother decided to go do something. And told me she was only going to be an hour, but never came back. She didn't come back till 11:30, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. Typical women here in North America, they do not communicate anything. So, it is what it is. I had to watch the kids. They're a little too young to kind of leave them by themselves. You know what I mean? And they're always up to no good. So, I couldn't trust the process. Not sure what we're going to have planned for Sunday. Probably going to be... We're going to be doing a lot of Phoenix flying, so I don't know if I want to fly the Phoenix this weekend. Thinking maybe we'll get into the CRJ or something. Maybe the 777. Do something a little bit different. Air Canada 320s are old. A lot of them are from the 90s. Yeah, they are, for the most part, 30 plus years old. If you look at Air Canada jets, and I think they have 4 aircraft, and I believe they're all 32 years old. Really, really old aircraft. Pretty sure Air Canada is replacing a lot of their 320s, though, if I'm not mistaken. Got to delay that stream on Sunday until Bahrain is done. Yeah, I think the race is gonna, yeah, it might be a little bit later. Actually, no, we might actually be on time because the race starts at 9:30 in the morning. So finally, we get a like I can actually, you know, sleep and watch the race. Thank God. I can actually wake up on time, you know what I mean? I don't have to stress out about getting up at 2 in the morning. The hardest one, I think, was China. I think it was 3 a.m. But it starts at 9:30, and as long as there's no troubles, I mean, a race is typically an hour and a half long, but we should be on time. The race in Japan last weekend was so boring. The only action was when Max and Lando were leaving the pits, and then Max caught the grass. That was really it. But it's becoming... Suzuka's becoming one of those tracks where there's almost like no passing, no overtaking. $5 p.m. for you, and normal streams from your start on. It's, I mean, it depends. I would say 1700 Zulu is usually, I'm pretty sure that's 12 p.m. Eastern. So 1700 Zulu should be 12 p.m. I don't know, what time is it in Belgium? Is it 6? Sorry, is it 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, or 1 hour ahead of Zulu? I think in the UK, isn't it like Zulu time? But you're over the water, so yeah, I think it's an extra hour. Hopefully Yuki Tsunoda can do something this weekend. I think he was P9 today in practice. Showing signs of improvement. But from what everybody's saying, that car is just not drivable. 2 hours ahead of Zulu. Ah, okay. Almost boarded up here. Let's get the APU bleed on. We'll get our fuel pumps turned on as well. APU is on. Beautiful. I don't think we got anybody on the ground here. Nobody coming in. We got the airport all to ourselves. Aaron says, how long did it take for you to learn the A320 in the sim? That's a great question. Probably, I would say... I mean, there's learning it, and then there's being comfortable with it. I would say learning it, learning the buttons, learning how to set up the aircraft, probably maybe 10 hours of flight time. Flying it, I mean, I'm probably well over 1,000. I think I'm 3,500 or 4,000 hours in Microsoft Flight Sim. The majority of that definitely is in an Airbus. So I would say probably about 2,000 hours, 1,500 hours for sure, and I'm still not super comfortable with it. I don't got the sim sadly because I can't make a credit card online to purchase. Maybe one day I can ask Sobo to let me give one away. Close up the doors here. Beautiful. We're all good to go. Call up GSX and prepare for a push. Yeah. Yeah, I play the sim a lot. A lot of those hours, though, I mean, I was super, I don't know. I always wanted to do long-haul flights.
Hello, Captain.
That's pretty much what I did in the early days of Microsoft Flight Sim. Just did a lot of long-haul flights. So I wouldn't count, I guess, a lot of that time because of that. But yeah, I'm pretty comfortable now. I can fly it on Vatsim. I don't know any failures or anything like that. I don't practice anything like that. We literally just set the aircraft up, know a couple things here and there.
Bypass pin inserted.
And then obviously learn how to fly it on Vatsim. That's key. A couple times on Vatsim I had to go into a hold. A couple times, not too often. So learning holds in this aircraft is pretty straightforward.
Locking gear.
I would love to, Aaron, but it's too expensive, man. I'm 32 years old. I'm going to be 33 years old, and I got a small family. And where I live, it's very expensive to get your license. By the time you work up to the commercial jets, or commercial aviation, it's very expensive. Upwards of $150,000. So I don't have that kind of time nor money. Plus, it wouldn't make sense for me to quit my job. I mean, I'm a shop foreman. I'm a mechanic here in Canada. It wouldn't make sense for me to quit that. It's a great job. I make over $100,000 a year doing it. Almost 150K, but I wish, man. If I got into this stuff when I was maybe 20 years old, you know, where I didn't spend 100K on tools, had kids and all that, definitely would have pursued it. I would love to do it.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes coming off.
Push. All engines clear.
Engine start switch over to the start position. Engine 1 fired up. Also, let me know if the sounds are okay. I've been adjusting the sounds a little bit for the stream. So if they're too low, let me know. What you guys hear and what I hear are two different sounds. Yeah, it's big money, man. Also, too, in Canada, you know, once you get to the commercial EV, like when you start flying jets, FOs don't make a lot of money, man. They start at like 50K a year. 50K a year flying an aircraft is not worth it, right? The United States, you know, you got an FO flying the same aircraft for Delta or, you know, JetBlue. They make well over 100,000 US. So it sucks, but I know a few people doing it. Some guys flying for one of my other buddies quit Jazz. He was flying for Jazz, flying the RJs, and now he's flying for a cargo jet. Flying 7.5s and 7.6s out of, I think, Hamilton. And it pays much better. What's going on, SimCFI? I appreciate you stopping in. Hope all is well, man.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
I think we got two good engines. Looks like we do. Come back up top here if you bleed, and switch can come off. Taxi lights can come on. That guy should have been on. Engine start switch over to the norm position. Flaps 1. Ground spoilers. Our TCAS switched on and trimming down 0.6. A lot of down trim here. There we go. Beautiful. Setting up the A350 for sort of a long haul down to Lima from Atlanta right now. Cool stuff, man. I was actually going to do that as a live stream with Delta, right? All right, we're going to taxi to runway 35. I'm looking at my charts here. We don't have any traffic on the ground, but it looks like Golf, Juliet, and Bravo. Calgary traffic, Air Canada 209, taxiing to runway 35 right via Golf, Juliet, and Bravo. Beautiful. Parker brake coming off. Let's get on out of here. Saw any builds updated the 350 again, so I had to update it again and go through the whole long-ass loading the airplane. Yeah, that's sort of a thing for pretty much any update that comes out. Phoenix. I don't think actually Phoenix there's a long wait time for like loading the aircraft, but I know PMDG for sure. iFly, Aerosoft. I think this is Juliet here. We're gonna make a left. This is not the best performing scenery out of Flight Sim Studios. A little stuttery here and there. Showing about 70 FPS. Pretty decent, but stuttery. Very choppy. If you guys haven't done so, smash down that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. I think we're going for 15 likes on the live stream. Helps out the channel a lot, and it's free. No, I've kind of been a bad content creator the last little while. You know, I haven't been doing the Tuesday streams. Moved off last night's stream. I apologize for stuff like that. You know, it's kind of out of my control sometimes. On Tuesday, I wasn't even able to pull back. I was going to originally fly 7-3, and I couldn't pull back the yoke without hurting my chest, so put that one on pause. Despite the wind, though, it's a beautiful day out here in Calgary. I feel like every time I fly out here, it's always gusty. Looks like they did a lot to the performance of the airplane in this update. I have not flown this airplane since last month. Yeah, my 350 is kind of parked. And it's probably going to stay parked. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the flight model. Very, very sensitive on controls. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, but that's how they fly IRL. It's fly-by-wire. I mean, no offense. I'm sure it doesn't... To me, it flies like a freaking Cessna 152. But apparently they changed, I think not this current update, but the update before, they changed the flight model a little bit. So I'll probably give it a go. Maybe we could fly that on Sunday. Maybe we'll fly in Doha or something. I know Qatar does a lot of short ops with the 350. Pretty sure they go to places like Jeddah. I think they go to Basra in Iraq, and I think which is a short flight. And pretty sure, I mean, we could go to Dubai, but nah, hard pass on that. In all fairness, it was never made originally for 2020. It was made for 24. Maybe. I mean, the thing with me, I have to stop comparing Airbus aircraft or different developers to Fenix. I'm used to flying the Fenix. It feels great. And it's fly-by-wire. It's the same thing as a 350. It's fly-by-wire. The 350 essentially is a bigger aircraft. It should naturally feel heavier, right? No worries, Aaron. Wait till I try the new RJ. Should I try the new like when it comes out? What's your recommendation for settings? Should I leave what I currently have for the RJ, fly it and make some changes, or should I go to the default sensitivities? Because with the RJ, when I go to the default sensitivities, holy fuck, it's terrible. You really got to make it heavy. Default everything. Yeah, eh? Now you got me fucking excited. You won't need any curve anymore? Okay, so that's a big improvement for the flight model in the RJ. Big improvement. You know when the update's coming out, are you allowed to talk about that? Probably not, right? Default sensitivities. Fucking hell. I'm holding Sim CRJ to that because that flight model put me off a bit. I'll tell you right now, he's Mr. SimCFI is a super credible guy. If he says this is what it is, 1000% this is what it is. Been working together with the dev for a week or more. It's close. I can get to the real plane that we could possibly get in 2020. You're putting hours in that thing, eh? Appreciate you doing that, man. Sorry, I just want to let everybody know at any given time during this live stream, I might have to step away. Because service manager is not at the dealership today. His wife, she had to get some emergency surgery over the week. And, you know, we try, typically when he's off, we try to not bug him. But technically I am like the second guy in charge. And there's a bare fucking politics happening at the dealership right now, so might have to take a phone call here and there. Dominic, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. Tested till 3 a.m.? Jesus, blood clots. Did you try it in 24 or is the hand... Oh, you're asking SimCFI. He hates 2024. But yeah, did you try it in 2024? Tracking me on Vatsim radar? Appreciate you. How are you doing it? You flying a fighter jet beside me? Or are you gonna escort me to Vancouver. How you doing? Are you just watching me on Vatsim? Do we have any traffic coming in? Are we the only ones here? I think we're the only ones here. Nobody coming in. I hear nobody on CTAF. It's going to be a beautiful departure. I think at the end of it, the CRJ is going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. If SimCFI says, with the new update, the sensitivity curves for your yoke is default, that's like hopping in a freaking one of the PMDG aircrafts. That's crazy. Because sensitivity curves right now, I have minus 70, minus 75 with reactivity at like 5% to alleviate for all of that. You know what I mean? Now you got me excited, bro. And again, I appreciate you fucking for the flight sim community, you know, helping out with the development of the CRJ, getting it, making it relevant again. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Guys, if you haven't done so, go over to SimCFI's channel. I'm sure you guys know who he is. He's a big friend of the channel. Obviously one of the testers, the beta testers for the Aerosoft CRJ. Flies at IRL, and he's got all the tips and tricks, you know, yoke sensitivities, rudder sensitivities, all on his Discord. Go follow him. It's a long-ass taxi, I'm telling you. We have done so much to it, not just default, the way the spoiler works with the yoke, adverse yaw with aileron drag, climb rates, descent drag, engine start. Yeah, I remember you saying with the descent drag, it's too heavy. Nice, man. That's how I like it, man. I don't want nobody around me. And I'm still gonna make the call at the airport. Calgary traffic, Air Canada 201, lining up 35. Proper pilots here. Trying to get my Airbus type rating, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you taking a trip out here, Dominic? My 7.4 sim experience got moved, fortunately. The company right now has a lot of training happening, and pretty much the sim is being utilized pretty much close to 24 hours a day. So we're still planning in May. If something gets opened up, I'm gonna go. But definitely gonna do something soon. All right, ladies and gents, enjoy the departure. Throttle's going up. Do a rolling start here, 50%. And flex, 60 SRS runway auto blue, and it's gusting. It's alright. Looking at shit. 80 knots. Oh my god. Back on the center line here. 100 knots. We're neutral. Oh yeah, baby. Can't believe how windy it is right now. I don't know why the aircraft's pulling so much to the left. And V1 and rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. There's that wind shift. Did you guys see that? Fucking hell. Crazy. Crabbing. That wind just completely went from a headwind to a crosswind to a tailwind. All right, 36,000 feet. We're going to set it up. Love when GSX pushes you into the terminal at ATL because I'm using the default ATL. That's terrible. Going to Calgary for a day, then Canmore and Banff for a few more days. Very nice, man. Very nice. I think you and everyone will be impressed. The dev for FM is Rovolv, who had made a lot more other AC flight models. Okay. All right, let's start pitching down here. I'm not even really paying attention. We're going to go direct boat tag. It's usually what they give you. Flaps 1. All right, we're direct bow tag. Autopilot coming on. Get back up top here. Looks like there's Phoenix, Arizona off to our left wing there, and then, you know, some grass. Don't know why the scenery does this at Flight Sim. I don't know why I still have fall season in some places. Makes no sense. Pretty much, no. Pretty much. There's 10,000. Let's get the lights off. Beauty. See the Rockies in front of us, which is pretty cool. And downtown Calgary. I think total flight time today is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's the fall seasons. I don't know if it was Rex AccuSeason doing that, but I got rid of Rex AccuSeason. I don't even have it downloaded anymore on my computer, so I don't know why the seasons are kind of stuck. You can see the trees, too, are still stuck in fall season. No idea how to change that. Might be a folder somewhere you need to go in and delete. Sorry, I think I read that twice, but my mic was muted. I apologize if I read it twice on stream. I'm not sure. Mic was muted, but probably. I'll have to look into that. Also, what is your favorite Air Canada livery? You like the mint toothpaste logo? Or livery, sorry. Do you like the white one? You like Canada Jets? We're through 18, so we're going to go standard pressure. Set that. Beautiful. Got the beautiful Rockies out here. So you like the current one. You like the white and black. It definitely does. Definitely does. I actually like the mint toothpaste one. I love this one on the 777. My favorite one on the 777. There's a freaking Concorde coming into Vancouver from JFK. That's hilarious. That's actually pretty funny. Some nice visuals there. So I've started doing, or I guess I could say I started fasting. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Pretty much try to eat once a day. Fast for 20 plus hours. Try to kill all your, blood cells and rejuvenate them with new fresh ones. Kills cancer cells. So I started doing that. It's been a couple weeks now since I started only eating between 8 and 12 p.m. Obviously, significant weight loss, which is my main focal point. Obviously, super. If you guys ever watch any videos on that stuff, you guys can understand, the health benefits that come with fasting. Obviously, it's not recommended for everybody, But yeah, today I'm pretty much fasting over 24 hours at this point. Water only. A little bit of water. Not too much water, because you don't want to bloat on that, you know what I mean, and gain water weight. But I feel good, man. Feeling freaking awesome. The work pants at work are fitting a little bit looser. My joints don't hurt as much. My knees and my wrists. So when I started it 2 weeks ago, I was about 238 pounds. Now I'm at 227. And I can pretty much eat whatever I want if I'm eating that once a day thing. I can eat whatever I want. Like, I had fucking McDonald's. I chose not to eat lunch on, I think it was Tuesday, and had McDonald's for dinner. And obviously, it's not the healthiest option. But, yeah, man, it's going well. I tried fasting before, it didn't last long, so just been in a calorie deficit for a month now. Very nice, man. Calorie sand, it definitely could. Definitely could. I'm trying to see how long I can fast today. It's more of a mental thing. There's some science behind it. So after a certain amount of hours, your brain starts triggering your hunger fucking thing. I don't know what it's called. It's trying to tell you I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And really, it's all mental. After that, you start getting used to it. So yeah, I ate lunch yesterday at 12 o'clock. And all I've had was water. So obviously slept, right? Didn't have anything for breakfast. But a lot of good health benefits behind it. It can kill cancer cells. You know what I mean? People, get cancer. You go do chemo, radiation, whatever. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the statistic is 96% of people. This is from what I heard from a doctor. 96% of people who do chemo end up dying from cancer. The best thing for you naturally is to fast, because your body starts fighting itself. Starts killing all those bad cells. It kills cancer cells after, I think, like 20 plus hours. If you got tumors and whatnot, it'll start shrinking tumors. Cali's is hit and miss, man. It all depends on the location, too. Not every location's good. I really like the Heartland location in Mississauga. I really like the Chesswood location at Chesswood and Shepherd in Toronto. Obviously, the Etobicoke location. That's my favorite one. But the location in Oakville is not good. The one at Winston Churchill and Dundas, it's terrible. Right? You ask for a hot veal sandwich, or sorry, I get a hot chicken sandwich. You ask for a hot chicken sandwich, you get hot peppers in your sandwich, but you also get the fucking sticks and twigs from the hot pepper jar. Why the fuck are you putting sticks in the sandwich? On top of that, the chicken is hella fucking overcooked. It's like chewing on your fucking shoes, man. But yeah, you want to lose weight fast. You're a heavy guy, you got a gut, whatever. Fast, I'm telling you. Some people will fast 5-6 days in a row. Just water. Salt and water is all you need. And you'll lose, depending on how big you are, you'll lose probably, I would say in 20 days. If you did it for 20 days, you'd probably lose like 30 plus pounds. Only one I've been to is in Vaughan. And it's on Steels. No, I think the one in Vaughan is, I know there's one Highway 7 and Langstaff, I believe, or Highway 7 and Weston Road, one of the two. Is that considered Vaughan, or is that Woodbridge? Probably Woodbridge. Is there any good southern food places in Toronto? And KFC does not count. KFC is definitely not southern fried food, in my opinion. By the way, fun fact, Colonel Sanders once lived in Mississauga. Fried chicken. Southern food? What do you mean by southern? Like jambalaya? And fried chicken? That kind of stuff? There is some good fried chicken spots. Trying to think. I can't really think of any at the top of my mind, but there are some good ones. I'm not a big fried chicken guy. I much prefer a grilled chicken. We also have Jollibees here too. We got Jollibees also in Heartland, in Mississauga. It's not the best. I guess that depends who you speak to. Dave's Hot Chicken is pretty good. Popeyes, obviously. Popeyes, I think, is trash as well. KFC's fucking garbage. The only thing I get from KFC is their spicy Big Crunch sandwich. That's it. I don't even fuck with the fries anymore. Popeyes, they got rid of their spicy Cajun chicken sandwich. So disappointed. Technically, yes. There's a good spot in Oakville. I think it's called... Hold on, I'll tell you what. There's a nice barbecue spot in Oakville. It's expensive. think it's called Stack. Yeah, it's called Stack Barbecue Smokehouse. It's really good. We have where I live in Milton, we got Memphis Wings. I think Memphis has a couple different locations. Also very expensive, pretty good. I wouldn't say they're better than Stack, but pretty good. And Memphis barbecue, you gotta sometimes wait fucking hour and a half for your food. It's ridiculous. They're not even like super busy. Booting up 24 now. Are you going live? You're going live, man. You should do a flight out of Vancouver. Go back to Calgary. You got scenery. Your sandwich is the only good thing at KFC, but me personally, when I go to chicken places, I'm just a tender guy. Yeah, I fuck with tenders too. Dave's Hot Chicken has really good tenders. If you guys don't know Dave's Hot Chicken, I don't think it's owned by Drake. I'm pretty sure he bought into the business. He's one of the owners, but pretty good food. Oh, you're testing the new RJ? Okay. You should come on Vatsim though. Cherry Street Barbecue. Never heard of them. We still climbing? Nah, Frank. Top of descent, 100 miles, 173 miles. 30 minutes or so. Guys, will be right back. Just gonna go grab a quick beverage. They would not like you spawning on final every 2 seconds. Oh, so you're just like, you're doing practice landings. Yeah, I know Cherry Street. We used to go to Cherry Beach a lot. Cool area. I haven't been out there in a minute, though. It's always busy. Beautiful visuals out here in Western Canada. I've never had the opportunity to come out here. I would love to one day. I don't even care to go to Vancouver. I'd go to Victoria. I'd go to Kelowna. That's pretty much it. obviously I'd go to Alaska. I know, man. Easter's coming up quick. Next Friday is Good Friday, so another short week for me next week. I'll probably go live on Friday. A little undecided. I know that obviously the kids are off with... everybody's off, actually, for Good Friday. I just don't know what they have planned. Definitely doesn't feel like Easter with all this shitty weather here in the Toronto area. But it's going to warm up next week. Definitely excited for that. Yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently Vancouver is way more expensive than Toronto. Yep. Caught me off guard. I think it was it Wednesday or Thursday we got some snow. Were they just doing it on the streets? I mean, that's Toronto as well, man. People be shooting up in the freaking alleyways. Canada has a really bad homeless problem in a lot of the bigger cities. Can't seem to shake it. I don't know why, but... Yeah, it definitely was, man. And it was freaking cold, too. Thursday was cold. Yesterday was cold in the morning. Need the warm weather to come, man. Plus, the weather be messing up my allergies when it be going from sunny, nice 9 degrees to rain the next to minus 15. Yeah, I don't have allergies, but I see it in my dog, man. She suffers big time during those season changes. So we actually just took her to the vet on Wednesday morning for a nice $600 checkup. That's regular for us. Normally, I would say every month I'm there. She's got really bad allergies and she's got super, super sensitive skin. So she's got to go for these special injections to help alleviate the itching. And her last injection, I think, was February. And that one didn't fucking last 4 weeks. But I couldn't get to the vet because they're doing vaccinations right now. Yeah, big money, man. Don't own a pet, man. Way too expensive. And then she's got like this lump on her back too. She's had there for about a year now. It's not bothering her or anything. They think it's cancer. So might have to go get that removed. It's always something when you go to the vet. And there's nothing you can do about it. But I'll be honest with you, like the whole vaccination things for pets, you know, the rabies and the Bortella, all that shit you get yearly, I think is all BS. It's good to hear. On the streets and the alleyways, I went to the transit station and there were about 4 people doing kneels right in front of the security person. Yeah, man. Good old Canada. We have in Toronto, we have halfway houses where you can go safely inject, which is ridiculous. Drugs are illegal. How the fuck? And it's provided by the government. Yeah, I got 3, so it'll be racking, especially when my other dog got preggo with 9 pups. Damn, bro. I've had dogs my whole life. This one that I have now, probably the most stressful one to take care of. It's making me reconsider having pets in the future. Maybe I'll just wait till I'm retired. But 9 pups, blood clots. You guys sell them? I think it's less. Universe. I think it's less. Not sure about third-party content, though. I don't know if they're equal or more or less, but I'm pretty sure 2024 being cloud-based, it's less. After we had the pup, I'm like, never. It took us almost a good 4 months to sell them. Because during that time in 2022, everyone had gotten dogs. Yep, that's when I got. Well, I got mine before COVID. We got ours in 2019. But you're right. 2020 was a prime time for getting a pet. Everybody was home. Everybody felt lonely. I agree with that one, Mr. Sam Guilford, 100%. I'm hoping during the World Tour stuff that I'll be able to play it in 24 as well. Obviously, start off the World Tour on 2020. But the visuals in 2024 just can't compare. You know what I mean? So hopefully things get better. Yeah, dogs need space, man. Dogs need the space. Especially if you have a backyard. That's also really beneficial. We don't have a backyard. Our townhouse doesn't have one. So always got to walk the dog to the park. Pain in the ass sometimes, especially when it's snowing, you know.
done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's oh so strong. It goes on and on, on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see. 'Cause I can feel the energy. Cause I can feel the energy. I've met my demons one too many times. They taught me lows are what makes you feel so high. No matter how far my mind would wander, I'd always dare it to go even farther. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's oh so strong. It goes on and on, on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see. 'Cause I can feel the energy.
See where we are on the map here. I think we're about 100 miles now. Less than 80 miles. Beautiful. We can go ahead and start setting up our aircraft here for the approach. So, the winds are 240 at 4. We are still planned. Forgot what runway we're planned for. 26 left. Let's keep 26 left plugged in there. The QNH is going to be 3030. Temperature 10. The winds are 240 at 4. Relatively calm. Should be no factor. We are going to be planning 26 left. So let me pull up my charts here. That's 26 left. What we got for mids 207. Stick that in there. Fantastic. Start plugging in our fix information. So Vancouver, 26 left, 10 and 5 miles as always. Only do this. I only do this so I can keep my speeds up on the approach, especially on Vatsim. What's your favorite plane to fly in the sim? The Fenix A320. Starting to get a feel for the A319. The A321, I mean, to be honest, I don't really fly it a whole ton. Super floaty for me, but the A320, my favorite aircraft, by far. Followed by, I would say, the PMDG 737. 18.7 is going to be Saitek in good old Vancouver. Good stuff. We're looking good. Everybody's having fun. Appreciate everybody stopping in today, coming to say hello. Did you guys enjoy the flying in New Zealand? I had a freaking fun time. I actually watched back the stream. Not all of it. Obviously the landings and stuff. But flying into Dunedin, man, I watched that whole approach despite the good old smasher route, 300 feet per minute. Yes, I have the iFly Max. We fly it on stream from time to time. Good aircraft, except the rudder sensitivities. Another aircraft that feels like you're flying a Cessna 152. And then hopefully the CRJ. Yeah, New Zealand was beautiful, man. Coming into Wellington was beautiful. Dunedin and fucking Queenstown. Epic visuals. There's one, I guess, sort of flights that I want to do. You guys ever heard of the United Island Hopper? Obviously, you guys know of the Alaskan Milk Run, where Alaskan flies their 7.3s up through Alaska, I think up to Anchorage. So the United Island Hopper runs from Honolulu, and it goes to Manila, I believe, in a 7.3. It flies to places like the Marshall Islands, Guam, a couple other places I don't really know in the Polynesian Islands, and then I know from Guam it goes into Manila in a 7.3. I would love to do that on stream. I think it's like probably 10 hours of flying. Problem is there's just not good scenery in the Polynesian Islands. Sort of one of the more difficult things I had to sort of figure out for this world tour. Where was I going to fly when I'm crossing through the Polynesian Islands? Just because the scenery's not good. But if you guys don't know the United Island Hopper, check it out on YouTube. A lot of aviation enthusiasts have done the actual flight IRL. It's pretty cool. Even one of them, you stop off at a American military base for fuel. You can't get off the aircraft. It's funny. If you're ever wondering why in Manila are you seeing a United 7.3, it's because they're operating that flight. The other one we got to do on stream, the Alaskan Milk Run. We'll probably do that sometime this year. Now, I think there's a couple different routes for that, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure which one we're going to do, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple different routes. Let's open up Navigraph here. Let's have a look at our arrival for 26 left. We're coming in on the Canuck 5 booth transition. So we are direct booth right now, about 100 miles out. We're going to go down to about 3,000 feet. At Stave, you're going to be max 230 on the speed. As you can see in between those restrictions, the winds are 240 at 4, a few clouds. Between 5 and 8,000, it's 10 degrees, altimeter 3030. Once we get there, there's that Concorde. Where the fuck's he going? Our aircraft departing, oh shit, hold on. Stand by. I'm definitely not going crazy. Aircraft are departing off of 26 at the moment. So these people departing off of runway 8 are going in the wrong direction. Anyway, we're going to set up for 26 left. We'll work around the Vatsim traffic because they're clearly on the wrong runway. Once we get into Vancouver, I think we're parking somewhere up here. Let me see here. We're parking somewhere over here. Do the Guam to Tokyo. I've seen it a few times. Guam to Tokyo in what? There's also not good scenery in Guam. But is there a 7.3 that flies to Guam? I'm just waiting for scenery. It's just all about scenery, man. I hate flying into these freeway airports and they look like ass. Oh, I had no idea they flew into Tokyo. Would be cool, though. I think in real world, it's like 14 hours of flying with all of the... I don't know if there's many layovers, but a lot of the deboarding stuff is relatively short because not everybody gets off the flight. Like I said, the one stop in one of those American military bases, it's literally just for fuel. Maybe to drop off some people working on the island, but yeah, it'd make for a long stream for sure. But I am down. 21 miles. We're going to go down to 3,000 feet. Why there's aircraft departing off of runway 8 in Vancouver and landing at runway 8, I have no idea. They're not even landing or departing on those runways IRL. But I guess it's uncontrolled, so which means anybody can depart from any runway. SFO to Manila is about 14 to 15 hours non-stop. Long time, man. Just flew over your house on that trek down to Lima. What's that flight time? 9 hours? Seven hours? Yeah, we're about 9 miles out. Let's go ahead. Start descending. Kill the music. Perfect timing. It just ended. Let's get the sounds up. Beautiful. Six hours? That's not bad. Got a nasty headwind. Looks like the flight on the way back to Calgary is going to probably be shorter. Five hours remaining. Nice. coming up on the VNAV profile in a second here. Just beautiful descent. A little bit of cloud coverage out there. Crazy. Damn, I would freaking die for 80 degrees right now, man. I would die for 80 degrees, bro. I think it's like 2 degrees right now where I'm at. Freaking cold as balls out here. Yeah, that's beautiful weather. I'm on 40. I can sit on the beach with my beach umbrella, my beach chair, and just lay there. Cold drink in my hand. Oh man. All day, every day. I mean, it's coming. I mean, put it in a box for me, you know? We'll heat up Southern Ontario. So, takeoffs. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome. Hope all is well. Or we got a little bit of warm weather coming up next week. I think we're going up to 15 or 16. Just beautiful weather. Time to take off the winter tires. Do a little spring detail, you know. Get it all ready. Slow descent here. We got a pretty. I guess the headwind kind of retained itself a little bit. It was almost 100 miles. Yeah, we've had a couple Aprils. At least from what I remember, we had 30 plus degrees or high 20s. I specifically remember, I almost want to say it was like 2009. I was walking down the street with my shirt off. It's that freaking warm outside. Altimeter 3030. Go ahead and set that. Worst is the random April, May snowstorms with summer tires. Forgot about stuff. Yeah, took them off a little bit too early. I mean, we seen the snow. I seen the snow coming I think on the weekend coming for Thursday or Wednesday whenever we had that snow. So I didn't take mine off. I was supposed to take mine off Wednesday, but I'll do it next Wednesday. The last thing I want to do when I come home from work is working on my car. You know, I do that shit all day. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 209, descending via the Canuck 5, planning the ILS 26 left approach. Not gonna lie, this is a very slow and boring descent. We were supposed to land. I think the flight time was 1 hour and 10 minutes. We're still flying. Yeah, I remember that when you guys got hit with some snow. You guys got a little bit of snow, but I think it was more like the Panhandle that got hit. I remember like 10 years ago, I think California got hit with snow. Malibu specifically, I remember being covered in snow. No offense, you guys aren't prepared for that kind of weather. Here we have winter tires. You know, it's not mandated in Ontario. I think in Quebec it's mandated where you need to have your winter tires on before like November 15th or something. It's absolutely beautiful out here. That's pretty funny. You guys probably won't have snow like that for what, another 30 years, I would say. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's always, man. It's not often I find myself landing on 2.6. Even going around like runway 83, you pass over top of downtown Vancouver, that's beautiful too. Terrain colors are all jacked up right now. Pretty sure Rex AccuSeason is not installed. Ah, it is installed. In my community folder. Right. I thought I deleted it. I was always wondering why the hell do I still have fall colors, so I guess it didn't fully uninstall out of the community folder, which I'll have to get that addressed. No, I haven't. I've only been out to Eastern Canada, in Canada, in Quebec City, and Eastern Canada as well. I have been out to the West Coast, though. I've been to Los Angeles. One day, get to come out here. Yeah, I'd like to come out here. I was saying I definitely want to do Kelowna and Victoria. Kelowna's a must. I wish there was also some good photogrammetry out here too, especially for the downtown Vancouver area that you can kind of see off in the distance. Is there any good Victoria scenery I saw? Yes, there is. I did a live stream out there. I think it's done by Reg Design. Mistake. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 201, 15-mile final, 26 left. Go ahead and arm the approach button here. A little stuttery as we do this turn here. Loke is armed, glide slope. Sorry, Loke is not armed. Loke Star is armed. There's Loke, and there's glide slope. Go flaps 1. Coming in a little hot here, gotta pull out the speed brakes. So get below 200, we'll go flaps 2. .7 is where I need to be on. Let me just double check. 18.7, yep. Flaps 2.
$2,500.
They're coming down. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 209, 5-mile final, 26 left. Laps full. Winds are 240 at 4. Should be a nice, easy landing here. Alright, sound's going up. We'll be arrival, ladies and gents. Catch y'all on the ground. My aircraft. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 209, short final 26 left. We had aircraft landing and departing on the other runway for some odd reason. They're actually departing and landing on these runways IRL. I figure Vatsim, you know, sort of offline when runways and airports are uncontrolled, that you would kind of fly what they're doing IRL. Watch that wind. Pull a fast one on us.
500.
Reg design or the Waterloo, sorry, the Victoria scenery you think has default jetways? I don't think so. 1 white, 3 red. Let's get back on the paps here. There we go.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Drive.
Just coming out. Decent. Knots. First stowed. Ladies and gents, welcome down. Vancouver. I don't know where I'm vacating. Stand by. We'll take Lima 2. Very stuttery right now. I don't understand what's going on. Beautiful. And I forget where I'm going. 844. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 209, vacated runway 26. Simple takeoffs with the $7 dono. That was a stable and greasy. Appreciate you, man. Didn't have to do that. Much love, everybody. W's in chat for simple takeoffs. Appreciate you, my man. Felt good, man. Been doing a lot of flying in this aircraft, trying to fix my craft a little bit. I'm doing a little world tour here. I'm doing some video stuff now. I'm going to be doing the live streaming still, but get back into the videos. We're going to do like our own little rendition of a world tour in the 320. So I've been practicing, and it's been going well, man. When is that good Fort Lauderdale scenery coming out? I'm not sure, but they talked about it, I think, the end of last year. I think it's Vertical Sim doing one. 1 hour, 29 minutes. Beautiful. Spool up the APU. I mean, I can miss in the 321 and I can miss in the 319. I feel like the 319 I fly more often offline. Definitely getting better with the 319. That thing's a slammer. Very rarely are we gonna ever get an under 100 feet per minute in this aircraft. So yeah, that one definitely was a greaser. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 209, crossing 3113 on. True. That is true. Yeah, thank you very much, Simple Takeoffs. The $7 dono. I don't think we have any traffic here again. I think I'm the only one talking to myself. We did have a Concorde come in from JFK. We are doing a return back to Calgary. A little deboarding. Should be the flight time should be a lot quicker because we had a pretty big headwind coming here. .44 is coming up here, so real world gate-to-gate actions here. Now I have two different versions of the scenery. This is the Flight Sim Studios Vancouver. I also have the FS Dream Team one, which I think this one's much better. Performance is really stuttery right now. I don't know why. It's not usually like this. Oh, Mr. Sam Guilford with the $25 US dono. That's like $100 CAD. Here's $25. I can't give you nicer weather, but I can at least support the channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate you very much, man. Love using the chat for Mr. Sam Guilford. 25 US dollars. Everything that gets donated to the channel goes right back to the community for our giveaways. So thank you, thank you. That probably makes you like #1 in donos too. You're definitely over $100 CAD in dono. Crazy. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys, both of you. Simple Takeoffs, Mr. Sam Guilford. Obviously, you guys got to go check out Simple Takeoffs on YouTube. He's also a flight simmer / content creator. Also puts up some YouTube shorts of some aircrafts landing at Toronto. Pretty cool. Does a little bit of plane spotting. We'll check him out on YouTube. Show him some love. I feel like we're on the line. I feel like our marshaller is just a little cross-eyed. Parker brake coming on. Slam it on. EPU bleed coming on. Beautiful. Shut down both engines. Seatbelt lights coming off. Beacon light coming off. And our fuel pumps. Get those off as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Come down here. We'll dismiss the message. We will board from up here.
Boarding requested.
Ain't no way she's dancing. That was not a greaser. But I'll take it. So it said we were like 0 point. We're not even close to the line, bro. Crazy. Good stuff. All right, we're going to deboard here. A couple minutes here. I've sped up the deboarding process a little bit. And then we'll head back on out to Calgary and performance. I don't know what the fudge is going on right now, but we'll kind of deal with it for the time being. Catch you guys in a little bit. I'm going to throw some tunes on, and then we'll be back up in the air.
Passengers deboarding started.
It's a risk worth taking, even if it's over soon. Once you skin tight, close like denim. Come on, love me right. When it's ending, I'll be fine. Got your body close to mine. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If you need somebody, you know I'm the one for you. I won't tell nobody. Keep it on the down low, just us two. Once you skin tight, close like denim. Come on, love me right. When it's ending, I'll be fine. Got your body close to mine. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If it's only for tonight. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. It's only for tonight. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. You and me, we got something special, baby. You and me, you and me. I can think this was never meant to happen. You and me, you and me. I can't help it.
All right, I'm back. Looks like we're still deboarding here. It's fine. All good. It's 2 o'clock. Got some time. We're almost done here. Start setting up for our second leg here. Yeah, I don't know why the sim feels so stuttery, but important next flight. Service back over to Calgary. We are Air Canada 202, ladies and gents. 117 passengers on this one, and I'm gonna tell you it's going to be a gusty approach coming in to Calgary. You were jamming to the tunes, eh? It's pretty good. Epidemic Sounds, man. They got some pretty decent songs. $59 minutes on this flight. Probably going to be a bit quicker, too, because of the winds. Oh, shit. One thing I forgot to do. 2 things I forgot to do. Pre-file. And then log off the network and sign back on. Beautiful. Flight number today, Air Canada 202. Nice. Reload sim brief. There we go. And request boarding. Cost index 5. Cruising up to 35,000 today. Good stuff. IRS init should already be aligned. Come over to our fuel init page here. 117 passengers. Just under 2,000 kg of cargo and about 500 kg of fuel. Let's go ahead and send that off. Good stuff. In Vancouver, we're departing off of 26 right, not 26 left. I don't know why it says 26 left. We're going to go 26 right. And we are on the Vancouver 2. Insert that. Beautiful. In Calgary, we are going to plan the ILS 29 approach. The winds are 290 at like something. That's going to change though, most likely. On the we're going to be on the IG VEP 7. And the north transition. Check all that momentarily. Let's plug in some of our speeds here. 26 right. Load it all up. 41, 41, 43. Flaps 1 down 0.4 on the trims. Send that off. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, departing out of good old Vancouver. I don't know. Are we going up to 5,000 on this? I think it's 7,000. Maintain 7,000. That's how you configure the Airbus. Very quick, very easy. Coming up to Cuba. By the way, is there any good Cuban scenery? I don't think there is. I think there's actually Havana. I think it's a payware though. Also, what Lima scenery are you using? Is it the Latin VFR?
Small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people, sure know how to drink. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did.
Looks like all of our cargo is done loading up here, so close those guys. PK Sim. Shit, I'm thinking of the... Sorry. You're going to Lima. Yes, I have that scenery. I was thinking of Santiago, Chile. What for Latin VFR? Yes, you're going to Lima. Different. Santiago, Chile, there's only one scenery and it's Latin VFR. I don't know if they do Lima. Flown there once. Did it? Remember we flew the Air Transat? We did the Air Transat ops from Montreal to Lima.
It ain't about fake friends. And screw your ex, is such a flake. Forget your grades, you need a break. It's all about you. No matter what the others say. But now I'm done talking, the lights on me. I tell you, I guarantee this night's about to take a turn for the better. Now the rain is pouring and all I see is lightning around my feet. Now nothing can bring me down. I just wanna dance till my heart goes all like that. I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance till my heart goes all like that. I just wanna dance.
Alright, we're pretty much ready to go here. Let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get things serious. Kill the tunes. Let's get the good old sounds up here. Beautiful. Beacon light coming on. Fuel pumps pumping. And seatbelt lights, we'll ding them on as well. Close up these guys. Request push. The water is so turquoise here. We don't have that color of water here in Jacksonville. Just in the Keys. Yeah, I've been to the Keys, man. Some parts of it, it was turquoise. Other parts, not so much.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Looks like we got a couple aircraft on the ground here now. Looking good.
Departure checks completed. Bypass
You'll find the best water, though, in Turks and Caicos, in my opinion. The best coral reef you'll find in Bonaire, or you'll find in Belize. But if you've flown into Providenciales in Turks and Caicos, you'll see how nice the water is out there. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 202, gate 44, pushing back. You drove from Toronto to Key West. That is a long drive. That has to be over 2 days. Yeah. I didn't go directly to Key West. We actually stayed in Fort Lauderdale and then went to Key West. So Key West from Fort Lauderdale was 3 hours. Almost 4 coming back. But the drive from Toronto, yeah, it's about to Fort Lauderdale, 22 hours, 24 hours, something like that. All right, how we doing this? How we doing this, ladies and gents? How we pushing back? Is this how they push back in Vancouver? I have no idea. Fuck it, we're doing it.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes coming off.
All engines clear. Start at
Definitely no traffic out here. Engine start switch. Over to the start position. Engine 1. Boot her up. Engine number 2. Fire it up.
Please set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
Two good engines. Come up top here. PU coming off. Taxi lights coming off. Coming on, sorry. Laps 1. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake max. And we are trimming down 0.4.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Everything else looks
Left
good.
is clear. Right is clear.
How are we taxiing to this runway? We are going to be going Juliet Mike. Hold short of Mike's. So hold short of the runway at Mike 7. In Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 202 taxiing to 26 right via Juliet Mike, and we'll hold short of the runway. Vancouver traffic. He's waving at us. Parking brake coming off. Let's go. When I moved to Huntsville, Alabama to Tampa, it was about a 10-hour, 14-minute drive. Relatively short. I've done longer legs. My longest leg I've ever done, I think, was like 2,300 kilometers. Toronto to Tulsa, Oklahoma, I believe, is where I stopped. One of the times when I drove out to California. Big drive on the first day, and then the second day I did a short 10-hour drive. First day was like 18 hours. And then day 3 was a short 5 or 6 hour from Albuquerque. No, wait. I think it was 10 hours from Albuquerque. No traffic. Triple seven spawned in. Just making sure I'm on the right frequency. I'm not hearing nobody. Travis Charles, welcome. Appreciate you stopping in. Was that a fucking Spirit? Golly. He's wheeling down the runway. It's crazy. My longest was from Tampa to Bar Harbor, Maine, about 24 hours. Never been out there. I've traveled over, you know, the northeast United States, but not into Maine. New York City was a place we used to travel to frequently. Coming to the end of the runway here. We're going to line up this one. Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 202, lining up 26 right. It was during the summer, about 2 days after the hurricane had come through, so I was not even sure I would be able to make it out of Florida, but it all worked out. Is that where you go to during a hurricane? Going up to Maine? You got family up there? Alright, ladies and gents. Beautiful. Enjoy the departure. Get our lights on here. Beautiful. Throttle's going up 50%. Flex 68 SRS runway on a blue. Knots, we're neutral. And V1 rotate. Positive rate. They're going up. Throttle's over the climb. Start pitching her down. Good stuff. Flaps coming up. And we're going to go direct DAPT. Which way is it going to take us? On the right turn. Beautiful. It was for vacation. Got you. When a hurricane comes, I drive into North Carolina. We're half family. Oh, very cool. Not too far of a drive. It can be really nerve-wracking when a hurricane does come because you never know if your house will be there when you come back. Yeah. Co-pilot coming on, bring everybody back up top. Nice, beautiful departure. Get the tunes back up. Have a look. There's the airport. Very nice. Nicely done. Still don't understand why people use, like, they text in Vatsim on the server, on the network. No idea why they do that. Gonna change up our runway here. Went on 3-5 right instead. The ILS coming in. And the IGVEP 7 Nort transition. Think. Yes. Beautiful. That's where the rear-wheel aircraft are currently landing, so we'll keep it as rear-wheeled as possible, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm excited for the Fenix A320 Neo. Yep. Me too, man. Me frickin' too. Anybody picking up any of the new Aerosoft scenery that came out? I think there was Dusseldorf and one more. I forget. When the 321 Neo drops, you should do that. Redo that Air Transat flight. 100%. That one you can be done straight. There's no stopping in Montego Bay. If they still fly to Lima. I'm not sure if they do, but they were doing them from Toronto. They mix it up, Toronto or Montreal. Maybe we'll do the return. How about that?
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you.
Yeah, me too. Aerosoft doesn't have a super good reputation. I still haven't bought their Frankfurt scenery. To be honest with you. But me too. MK Studios, Dusseldorf. And they're coming up with Seattle too. Can't wait. Hundred percent. I mean, Aerosoft makes good scenery. I'm not going to knock them. I think they hurt their reputation a little bit with some of their airplanes and stuff like that. Maybe some updates. But then there's no question MK Studios is going to smash it out of the park. I try to refrain from buying any Aero scam stuff, to be honest with you. Whatever I have is whatever. I'll kind of deal with it. Unless we're going somewhere and they're the only developers that have the scenery. Right? I mean, it is what it is. Apologize if you guys heard that. Oh shit. Did you build that, Eric? And what is that? 730. That's a 7.3, but which variant is it? 600? Nice, man. Yeah, they are doing Seattle. Yeah. They're doing Dusseldorf first. No. The kids are at school. No, that was my phone that vibrated. Nice, man. Oh, it's a 500. The A330 was a disaster. I hope the German government sues them for using their money to make such a bad airplane. That's funny. Nobody streams the Aeroscam 330. Plastic kit from Hasegawa. Very cool, man. I got one right now. I only got a JetBlue A321. I like the Max over the NGs, personally. In the sim, I prefer the PMDG aircraft. We'll be sitting good next to my JC Wings and A380. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That one's a die-cast, so it's a metal one. Very nice, man. I have a Quantity 7.4 400 model for my girlfriend gave me for a gift last year. Very cool, man. If you buy the ready-built ones, they're very expensive here. They can go upwards of like $100 just for a plastic one. Sim, what's going on, man? Doing good, bro. Returning back to Calgary right now. It was a nice greaser coming into Vancouver. In the Fenix. I'll take it all day. I know Mr. Sam Guilford was in the background bracing. He was bracing in the background, and then I smacked it down with a beautiful kiss. How's the beta testing going? Holy shit. Which one? The A380 or the 7.3? 200 euros. Holy shit. It's like $400 almost. My A321 that I have of JetBlue is a 1 to 150 scale. Alright, I think we're at cruising out. Let's see, on top of the sand. We should have a nice tailwind. We do. We had a beautiful tailwind. 156 miles. At about 20 minutes. 20 minutes in the air. Ivan, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. The plastic kit was €50 for 2, but those are fun to build. Yes. Definitely are. Not gonna lie, I'm freaking starving, man. Fasting is getting to me. I'm over 24 hours. I'm going on like 27 hours of fasting, just water. Gotta muscle. This is the hardest part, the 24-hour period. Gotta muscle through it. It's all mental. I'm probably gonna eat dinner. You guys think I'm gonna butter it in Calgary? Let me tell you the winds information. The winds currently are 020 at 9, gusting 19. Pretty crazy. Aircraft are landing 3-5 right. I don't know what's going on with 3-5 left in Calgary. Is it closed for like maintenance or something? Yeah, I think I'm going to eat dinner. We'll see. Small meal. Or you're talking about me buttering the landing. With those winds, I mean, shit, if it was anything like the departure out of Calgary, it's going to be spicy. Well, let's see. Got to practice some of these things, you know, because on this world tour, landing at places like Nuke or at Vagar and the Faroe Islands, we gotta perfect the craft in the Phoenix because it's gonna be spicy. Or places like Paro, we're going to Paro, or we are going to Kathmandu, we are going to Skardu, so you know we gotta figure out the aircraft a little bit. I'll be honest, watching back the New Zealand flights, I was a little bit disappointed with the landing in Queenstown. I really thought that one was going to be a butter. The one in Dunedin, I have no words for. That one was fucking crazy. I haven't hit a 300 in a minute. Need to lose weight. I'm the biggest guy out there, but I'm not skinny either. Or you're not the biggest guy. Sorry, I had my OBS window over top of the chat. So, I'll give you an idea for myself. I'm, I don't know, between 5'11 and 6 feet tall. Weighed about 240 pounds. You know, when you think of a guy that's about that high, that tall, that heavy, you think he's fat. I'm pretty lean, man. I'm not super fat. But definitely need to get the weight down to about 200. You know what I mean? That's the healthy sort of weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not super active. I mean, I work as a mechanic. I'm up on my feet, but I don't go to the gym. Get out. I got kids. You know, when I'm working, slaving all day, working on, you know, on cars, I want to come home, right? So the easiest thing for me is to just fast. People think of fasting as you're starving yourself. Yes, essentially. But you're working to something. And if you understand how ketosis works and what the body's doing to fight that survival of fasting, then, you know, you'd understand the importance of doing it. Especially with, like, getting sick, having cancer. You know, fasting is really, really beneficial. before I had kids, I was, about 190 pounds. I wasn't jacked, but I went to the gym 6 days a week. I had abs. I was tan. And then, you stop going to the gym. But yeah, 240. People say I didn't look 240. People, would argue I would look like 215. But definitely, when you feel that the work pants aren't fitting like they used to, it's time, you know what I'm saying? So my goal is to get down to about 200. It's going to take time, Fasting only works for so long, you know what I mean? Before you're maybe not burning calories or losing weight as fast. Eventually you will still continue to lose weight. It's a long-term thing. It's not a short-term thing, right? But my goal this year is to fast for 4 days straight. Obviously, I don't think I would do that while I'm working. It's mentally tough to be working a trade and not eating. Very tough. Because it's a very stressful environment. So hopefully, one of these days that I take off, for vacation this year, I'll try to do a 4-day fast. Which is crazy. Or do like an 84-hour fast or something. Just water and salt. And I've been fasting now for about 2 weeks. Pretty much eating once a day. I break fast usually at about 8 a.m. So 8 to 12 is when I eat. So I'm fasting about 20 hours a day. And no exercise, just working, walking around, coming home. I'm down almost 13 pounds. I haven't even broke a sweat. About 88 miles out. Looking good. Have you flown FSS 727? I have not. I'm not going to buy another Flight Sim Studio aircraft until they get on with the E-Jets. 29886. Temperature 50. It's 15 degrees in Calgary right now. That's freaking crazy. 020 at 9, gusting 19. And we're going to be planning the ILS 35 right approach, which means our minimums are 3777. Beautiful. Let's plug in our fixes here. Got a nice tailwind carrying us across. I love it. I freaking love it. Going around different job sites, your only real option is to eat fast food, so that has contributed to my weight gain. Bro, I totally relate, man. With us too, like, working a flat rate, you make a decision whether or not you take your lunch or you don't. And if you take your lunch, you're missing out on work. So typically what we do is we, yes, some guys bring lunches. Not everybody brings a lunch. You go to a drive-thru and you come back, man, and there's... What healthy alternatives do you have going to a drive-thru? You know what I mean? So for us, the same thing, and we're eating while working, essentially. So it's got to be quick. I'm not a super healthy eater, I'll be honest. The kid's mom, yeah, she cooks for the kids. It's not the, the healthiest food. But she doesn't really cook for me, I'll be honest. Her excuse might be, oh, well, you don't eat it. But no offense, I mean, I'm going to be 33 years old. I'm kind of tired of eating tacos on Tuesdays and shit. I appreciate it, but I'm a steak and potatoes guy, man. So, typically I just won't eat. Or, you just get used to ordering Uber Eats. Uber Eats is so easy. All the updates they had and still no VNav. Like, bruh, Universe, it's difficult, man. It's been a while since they've talked about having VNav in the aircraft. despite not having VNAV, it's still flyable, and I enjoy flying it, to be honest with you. But I just don't see the investment. Because really, you don't know what they're doing. Are they actually working on it? I know they're showing things here and there. But the promises, I mean, they kind of burned themselves with all the broken promises about VNAV. But that being said, it's still a great aircraft to fly. I enjoy flying the E-Jets. My channel was built around the E-Jet series. I was the only streamer at the time in 2023 between, like, I would say July and, I don't know, even till now. Pretty much was the only streamer flying it. So it's got a soft spot in my heart. With VNAV, I mean, you can work around it. VNAV is convenient. You don't need to fly VNAV. Fly with VNAV, I mean. Just you gotta learn how to calculate your descents and stuff. But the flight model's fantastic. But yeah, Mr. Sam Guilford, if you want to, you're up for the fasting, man. I mean, it's mentally challenging. Kind of warm yourself up to it. Don't, like, start fasting, you know, right off the hop. You know, maybe... And just so you guys are aware, we don't need to eat 3 times a day. Humans don't need it. It's actually too much food. It's way too much food. Hundreds and thousands of years ago, humans weren't eating 3 times a day. It's all a fucking scam. Right? 1 meal a day is all you need. You need water, you need salt. You know what I mean? That's what you need. So if I don't know how many times a day you eat. Typically, I was a 2-time-a-day kind of guy. And then snacking was another big issue. So I've learned to just make it 1 meal a day, which is tough. It doesn't matter what you eat. You can eat whatever you fucking want. And then if you can go 16 hours generally is the ideal time that I think ketosis starts, you know, it starts in your body where it starts killing all your cells, all the dead cells and whatever, and starts rebuilding them, as well as it starts eating away at your fat and uses that, stores it as energy, keeps you going. So if you can go 16 hours without eating, you'll start losing weight right away. And you don't need to drink 4 liters of water. Fasting isn't about drinking gallons and gallons of water, right? 2 liters of water a day, more than enough. If you start drinking too much water while fasting, then you start to gain water weight, and that's not good. What is it saying here? Company message. Again, I'm not a doctor. Don't take my word for it. Once I started hearing about how beneficial fasting is when you have cancer, I was like, fuck. Because realistically, you never know if you have cancer in your body. I guess everybody has cancer antibodies or whatever they're called. You don't know when they start developing. So if you could fight cancer without doing chemo and all that by fasting, fuck, I'm for it. I'm not trying to live till I'm 100, you know, but if I can live, it's known in my family for the men on my mom's side to die early from heart attacks and stuff. So, try to keep healthy, you know what I mean? But it's tough. It's mentally tough. You have to... Once you start peaking that 16-hour period, then mentally it gets tough. Once you start going beyond that, it's even tougher. I'm going on 30 hours no food. Which I feel hungry. Like, I feel hungry as if, like, I hadn't eaten maybe, like, 6-7 hours ago. So it's getting better and better as time goes on. Anyways, enough ranting and raving about fasting. We got 30 miles to go here. Got a nice, beautiful tailwind. We're going to be descending down to, let's see here, 9,000 feet. I'm going to need the CTAF frequency for Calgary. $18,400. Can't see that shit with the sun. I got 3 hours, 40 minutes left on my flight. That's a long one, man. That's a long one. What should we do for Sunday? What aircraft? You guys want to see Airbus? You're going to see a lot of Airbus coming up. We're going to be flying, we're going to be doing the World Tour stuff, right? So, we're going to have enough Airbus content, but what do you guys want me to fly on Sunday? We got the RJ, we got the E-Jets, 777, obviously the Airbus. We could pick any variant. Or the 7-3. That's what we got loaded up. Boeing? Okay, bet. 777 or 7-3? We don't really fly the 777 a lot. We haven't been in the PMDG 7-3 in a little bit. Boris sounds. We got the iFly. I mean, it's alright. But we could do in the 777, we could do freighter ops, or we could do some 300 ops. Chicago to Denver? United? Yeah, we don't fly out of Chicago a lot, eh? Four miles. Let's start descending. Beautiful. Sound coming off. Music coming off, sorry. Sim sounds going up. Alright. So you want to see this... The 777. Okay, okay. You want to stay in North America? Yeah, that's not bad. We could probably do the return as well. Just looking here. So I see that they fly them. I mean, we don't have to keep it real world. They fly them in the 7-3s. They fly them in the A321s, which we're not going to fly that. But they fly them in the 7-3s. Again, we don't have to keep it real world. Well, we have an idea. I do them in the 7.5s. We don't have that. Is Chicago O'Hare a big... It looks like it's a big United hub, right? See a lot of Americans fly out of there. I don't think I've ever... I'm wondering if I even have the scenery for O'Hare. I think I do. I think it's done by FS Dream Team or something like that. I know the taxiways are all fucked up. Alright. Beautiful. Anyway, let's continue on flying. So we're on the descent coming into Calgary. Or you could do Buffalo to Chicago on the RJ. It could be an option. I got Buffalo scenery, I know that. Looking at my stuff, yeah, actually I do have the O'Hare scenery. Okay. So we're thinking United and we're thinking looks like out of Chicago. I think we can make that happen. I remember one time flying on Vatsim, and I think this is why I typically don't fly into Chicago. I think I was flying into Midway. The traffic was so bad out there. The winds were bad. People were going around. I got caught up in a hold, I think, for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes on Vatsim. Going into Midway. I was like, fuck this. But if I'm not mistaken, the taxiways aren't updated on the scenery. Facts. Yeah, I've never had a nice approach coming into Chicago. I remember I was going to do a live stream in the E-Jets with United. We were going to do, I think it was the E-175 Chicago to Ottawa. I had it all planned for the live stream, and I never ended up doing it because before the stream, it was so windy on that day. Before the stream, I was just trying to practice my takeoffs and stuff just to kind of get a feel for the weather. Couldn't keep the aircraft straight. It was that windy. It was like gusting 30 or something, 35. Nope. Gorgeous out here, man. Shit. Looks like Fly Live broke. Fantastic. Always freezing. No sense in fixing it. Calgary traffic, Air Canada 202, descending via the IGVEP 7. Flight level 200, descending. Looks like VNAV is tripping out a little bit. Let's help it out. QNH, sorry, altimeter 2986. I think your mountains are moldy. Yeah, no, we're definitely at the end of the stream. We're removing their Rex AccuSea's into still my community folder, believe it or not. So we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of that. Fucking ASAP Rocky. Let me tell you. As a matter of fact, I would do it now, but I'm worried the sim's gonna crash. Any speed restrictions for me coming up into this? Let me see. Vezga. 220 on the speed, 9,000 feet. Get out the good old speed brakes here. Now, I could simply cut ourselves across all this bullshit, set us up for the approach. I ain't gonna do that. I don't know, do we have any traffic coming in? Any traffic on the ground? I don't see any. We got one aircraft coming in. Flying with flare. 10,000 feet, get those guys on. I think that's the airport in front of us right there. My guy's out there somewhere. It's on a right downwind for the runway. And we'll be descending down to 6,500 momentarily here. I have no idea what this guy's doing. He hasn't turned in yet. I think the guy's sim froze. He's not moving. No idea where he is. We go to the CTAF freak. Calgary traffic, Air Canada 202 on a left downwind for 35 right. Calgary traffic. The only other traffic I can on Vatsim radar is someone heading to Cancun. No, there's a guy there. It's showing flare 533. He's in a max 8, but I think he's broken. Maybe he rage quit. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm turning. We're gonna go direct Tasbu. Calgary traffic, Air Canada 202 direct Tasbu. Planning the ILS 5 right approach. Yeah, the aircraft's not... Now the aircraft is gone. So he left. Okay. All to ourselves. His sim probably froze. On that approach mode, missed approach altitude, we will set. Just climb to 4,100, heading 345, and then climb right turn to 7,000. Shouldn't need any of those. I'll set 7,000 now. There's our glide. Calgary traffic, Air Canada 202, 10-mile final, 35 right. Laps 1. I always forget how high up Calgary is. It's almost as high as Denver. Yeah, it's about, what is it, 5,500 feet? I think it's 5,500 feet. Sorry, 3,500 feet. Flaps 1 ground spoilers are armed, and there's the beautiful city. Calgary. Glide slope coming in. Look at the winds, man. There we have it. Glide slope is armed. Flaps 2. 2,500.
$2,500.
You're coming down. Yeah. Funny. So easy. So easy flying this. Flaps 3. And we're full. You're down 3 green. Flaps are full. Ground spoilers are armed. Get our lights on. All lit up. For the arrival, ladies and gents. Catch y'all on the ground. Weather's not that great. We got a nasty crosswind. Do my best to butter it. Calgary traffic. Air Canada 202. Short final 35 right. 151. Eric, fucking love you, bro. I appreciate the amount of faith you have in me. My aircraft.
$1,000.
Checked. Sounds up. Watch how the winds are going to spin us around like they always do. The winds are like 050 at 19. So, it's going to fucking spin us around. We're going to get fucked here. Part of my language. 206, that's, yeah, more like it. I'm probably going to go closer to the 230. That's a happy number for me.
$500.
Two whites, two reds, all the way down.
100 above. Minima.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Holy smokes. First coming out. Oh my god. That was disgusting. Maintain center line. I'm trying to maintain center line as best as I can here. That's crazy. 70 knots, reverser stowed. Ugly, to say the least. Onto the manual braking. Vacate off here. Holy shit, the brakes are so sensitive. It's so sensitive coming in here. Yeah, Sam got it dead on. Crazy. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Anyway, we're here. We made it back. Fuck me. Hour and 8 minutes. Take that. Alright, we want gate 52. Oh, the winds changed. The winds just updated on Navigraph. 270 at 13. They just updated. That's funny. Fucking getting my ass rocked in the winds. Bumbleclot. Holy. Alright. Clean up the flaps. It was perfect. Just no wind input for nose. Everything was good to me. Appreciate you, man. How off center was I? 7 degrees. Shit. Okay, by the end of our world tour, we're going to master all our crosswind landings. That was one of the dirtiest landings I think I've ever done in the sim. Obviously, real world, you're not trying to butter landings in those conditions, you know? Something that we try to do in the sim, though. Yeah, Sam got it spot on, minus 200. It's crazy. I think that's the first time somebody has ever guessed it exact. Tim, you going live today or what? What's the plan, bro? No, I don't want to fly regular V2. I need the FM update, but I can't stream it. You're getting used to the flight model update, huh? And you don't like flying anything else, right? You're not flying the Airbus. You're not flying a Max or 7.3 on stream. I'm telling you, it's night and day. I trust you, bro. I trust you. We might be doing an RJ stream on Sunday. Flying with United. Parking brake on. APU bleed coming on. Shutter down. Seatbelt lights coming off. Shut off our fuel pumps. Beacon light. Great shit, ladies and gents. I'll take it. Questy boarding. I'll take it all day, every day. Oh shit, we got the APU from the Max behind us. There we go, gate to gate, rear world off, ladies and gents. Sorry about that. Get the sounds down there. Anyway, ladies and gents, appreciate you guys tuning in. SimCFI says I can, just does not interest me. Everyone else streams those too much. But you got a party tonight anyways. Yeah, that's true, man. Not enough CRJ flying. Hopefully with this new update, you know, it'll sort of change that. But anyways, big shout out to Simple Takeoffs and Mr. Sam Guilford with those 2 massive donations. Appreciate you guys. We're going to go live again on Sunday. And we'll go for the stream then. Until then, ladies and gents, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace!